Hey, how's it going everyone? So today I have a couple different methods that I'm going to show you in order to gain some money while you're playing RS3 so you can help sustain these overpriced bonds right now that are like 72 million or 70 million. Let me check. Alright, so let's see. Bond. Alright, bond 72 million. And I highly doubt that it's selling on flat price. And it's probably going for at least like 75 mil, and 75 mil, that's quite a lot. So you're probably asking yourself like, well, how am I gonna get 75 mil? That's a ridiculous amount of money. Well, this is what this video is for. I'm gonna show you a couple different methods so you as a player can grow yourself and figure out different methods that might work for you as well, or that you might feel more comfortable doing. So my first method that I'll be showing you is with archaeology, and we'll be excavating caches. Now where I usually excavate them at is usually in the Infernal Source or Armado, Stormguard Citadel. Now where we'll be going to first is the Festival of Futility, I think I said that right, the source, and we'll be going to the room before that to mine the Hellfire metal. Once here, you'll notice the two Hellfire metal deposits that you can excavate from, and you'll want to excavate from those to start earning your money. I think they take about 150 seconds to respawn after you depleted them, and these little deposits give you the Hellfire metal, which is about 9 to 10k depending on the range and the time. But they're at an outstanding price right now. I would recommend farming them, and they'll help get you towards your bonds. And when those deplete, you can also come into the Festival of Futility if you have it, and run straight down the path or straight south and past the statue and go towards the left if you're facing the same direction as I am, and you'll find these chaotic brimstones. And they go for about 7k right now. It's like 7.6 or so, or 7.2, but they're also fairly good for money as well. And when you deplete both of the other Hellfire metals, you can just run down here and probably just get one of these in, then run back up and grab the other ones. And there's a material deposit to the left of here and a little bit north of the Hellfire metals. And that's where you'll be depositing all your materials, and the soil you'll just put in your soil box, unless you have a auto screener and a Grace of the Elves for the porters, and that'll make your quality of life way easier and you'll gain a lot more money faster. For purposes, I'm not showing that because not everybody has it. So I'm just showing just for like the rudimentary method. Alright, and for the next area we'll be going to Stormguard Citadel, our model place, and we'll be going just to the beginning area. Well, not the beginning area, but like basically where you start off at when you get here. You'll want to go up the little agility things, the traverse across the air after you have the boots, and you'll go to the next one and there'll be a little room that you can go into. Alright, we're already here, and it looks like someone else is in on the madness, or he might just be farming, but we'll go ahead and let him have that spot, and we'll move on to a different world because there is only 2 hot spots here that we can excavate from, so it's probably better off if we just let him have that. So this is the Armadillion Yellow, and currently they're around 9.6k on the Grand Exchange. Now the biggest question that you might be asking me is how much is this an hour? However, I honestly don't have a set answer for that because essentially it could be different for everyone. If you're not using an auto screener, you're going to be making anywhere from like 5 to 6 mil an hour, or maybe more. It could be like 10, because with a porter, if you're using at least a porter that will send back the materials, you'll probably make anywhere from like 7 to 10 million. And then like if you have a Grace of the Elves and the Honed with Fortunate or Fortune perk on your Matic, then you're probably going to be making anywhere from like 12 to 15, if not more. This is just guessing guessing on the prices because they do fluctuate, and I just came across this, so I wanted to share this with a lot of different people and hope that it reaches. Alright, and now for one of the probable best methods that you'll be able to get to will be rune crafting, and this is going to be your bread and butter as far as just like making money on a daily basis. If you want to do this and get as much currency as you possibly can, runes are the way to go. Just go ahead and just run rune crafting for like a month straight, and I promise you, you'll probably be dumb rich. So blood runes are pretty much the best thing that you can run as far as just making currency in general right now. They are great, and you use the catalytic anima stones and you'll get double back, or double that you're putting in, or I think it's like ×2 the multiplier. So if you're getting like 80, you'll get ×2 that. So if you're already getting ×2, you'll get ×4, and you get to some ridiculous numbers, and you wind up making a lot of runes and a lot of GP per hour. And if you're using catalytic runes, this can wind up to be like easily 30 to 40 million XP an hour, I'm sorry, GP an hour. Alright, and this is the fan favorite of everybody's to do on their phone or on mobile, and that is divination turned on to energy. These can be anywhere like a steady 4 to 7 million per hour, depending on if you have divine conversion. This is just more something if you just want to come here once a day for like 1 or 2 hours and just bang out a couple million just GP, and then just move on to do whatever else you're doing to have fun with the day. And if you don't even have an hour to play the game, this is the type of spot where when the hour that you do have, that you wouldn't want to spend it. I'll put it to you that way. So if you have a lunch break and you have a phone, this would be the best way to make some money. So that's why I figured I would reference it, because if you're doing this on a computer, there's plenty of other better ways that you can make currency rather than this, unless you just have to do this to get some energies. Okay, so now we're at Anachronia, and what we'll be doing here is going to the light and Amritica to farm that, and we'll be using the Amritica stones with porters. I do highly recommend porters with this. If you're not using porters, this is probably going to be off the table. The reason why we use the spirit stones with the light Amriticas is because you spend about 700 GP or 800 GP for one of the stones, and you'll get 2 ores when you mine. So one of the ores are usually about, I think, 4.6 or 4.8k, and getting 2 of those makes it almost 10,000. So you easily cover the price of what you spent, and plenty of profit to be made on top of it. Or you can just use a Juju Perfect Potion for mining, and that will generate these little spirit stones, that'll give you double ore periodically. You won't have them often, but you will get them periodically enough to where you can just get the ores and have them sent back. And if you're using porters, you still will get 2 ores, but they will be sent to your smelting deposit box, and that's where you will have to pull them out and take them out and sell them. But that's what they will be when you mine them. So they won't be sent to your bank, which is kind of weird, but it's whatever. Now you can expect to make around 4 to 5 million an hour easily, consistently off that. That is something that you can just do off your phone as well and just chill and watch whatever, or just do every now and then in order to raise enough currency to get that next bond. So hopefully this video has helped give you different ideas, or looked at different things in a different manner, or just something to pass by the time. I hope that you enjoy, and if you like, consider subscribing, and have a wonderful day, and don't give up. You're awesome. You're the best person that you can be.